Hello and welcome to Scribe Time with the Real Meal Revolution. So forget all the technology for a bit and let's get back to the drawing board, if you will. The most important thing to remember when considering your health, well-being and life in general is knowledge equals power. So hopefully this lecture will give you the power you need to succeed as a happy banter. Let's start off with the two most important things we need to know to bant better. You need to know what to eat and how to shop. So let's look at what to eat. The rules of the pyramid are not exact science, but this is the roughest guide we could provide. Remember, diet and nutrition is not a one-size-fits-all. Okay, so the top tier looks at nuts and berries. We've chatted about all of this, so we're just recapping. Then, the old veggies, which are obviously vitally important. Then with meat and lots of good fats at the bottom. And then, you need to know how to shop, but we'll get there a bit later. Let's start off with what to buy, or more importantly, what not to buy. Your first guide is the list. We all know green means yes, orange means maybe, and red means no. But let's go a little bit deeper. There is red listed stuff in everything, so you gotta watch out. And please remember, all the stuff you thought was healthy, it's wrong. Now let's look at some labels. Let's take a look at a standard label promise. An awesome advert, awesome flavor, generally awesome in every way. It is awesome sauce. But before diving in, flip the pack over and check out the label. You're going to see a scary spreadsheet on the back with some numbers and stuff on it, but you also want to look at the ingredients list, and we'll get back to that chart in a second. Now, most of the shopping decisions you make are up to you, but there are a few things we'd like to give extra warning on. First, you want to become familiar with the 56 names of sugar. Remember, sugar is the devil, and you want to avoid it at any cost if you can. Don't be fooled by obscure names like sucrose, fructose, maltose. They're the same stuff with different spelling. And no, coconut blossom sugar is not a health product. It's a really expensive way to make sugar. Then we've got these 6 extra super toxins that we advise taking extra care to stay away from. Olestra, propylgallate, or its nickname trihydroxybenzoate, or butylated hydroxyanosyl, monosodium glutamate, that's MSG, aspartame, and finally potassium bromate, and it's not the bromate you're thinking of. So if you can, rather stay clear of all of the above. And don't forget the 4 no-nos: wheat, corn, soy, and MSG. Now just remember, there are lots of things you're going to have to watch out for, but the rule of thumb should generally be, if you couldn't have made it at home, probably stay away. Now before we go back to the labels, there's an obvious environmental warning. Please stay away from plastic if you can. Now back to labels. Look out for different label formats. There are quite a few, so it's easy to get confused if you're not paying attention to the quantities. So the first thing you look at on a label is the serving size. The grams and other measurements mean absolutely nothing unless you have looked at the serving size that the label quantities are referring to. This label says 172 grams per serving. That means that in 172 grams of this product, you will find 36 grams of carbs, of which 11 grams are fiber and 6 grams are sugar. The easiest labels to read are labels that are based on a per 100 gram analysis. This is because you can base all of your gram calculations on a per 100 gram portion size. So if the measurement is 12 grams per 100 grams and you only had 30 grams of that food, you simply multiply the carbs per 100 gram by 0.3 and that'll give you your carb intake. If you're trying to stick to the green listed items, you want to aim for less than 5 grams of net carbs per 100 grams. But wait, there's one more thing. When we count carbs, we look at the net carbs. This is total carbs less fiber. And in this case, the net carbs per 100 gram would be 21 grams. And there's good news. Every item in the meal tracker is displayed at its net carb value. So here is a list of the Banting constraints we look for. We're obviously going to aim below 5 grams of carbs per 100 grams. Hormone-free, GMO-free, antibiotic-free, seed oil-free, preservative-free, sugar-free, premium quality, but most importantly, delicious. So don't be fooled by the awesome sauce. Now the next step is to help you save time while you're shopping. You might usually take an hour running back and forth, but with this advice, we hope you'll be done in 30 minutes. So the first step is to print out your meal plan. Have a closer look and mark off what you want to eat for the next few days. Now get online and download your recipes. Now this part's going to take some thought, but have a look at the floor layout of your grocery store. Think about the path you follow when you walk through the store. You'll usually get veg first, then maybe dairy, meat and seafood, drinks at the far end, and things like frozen foods, tin food, teas and coffees in the middle. So write your shopping list according to the order in which you are likely to shop. Once your framework is done, you can get started with adding in your basics. Always start with the basics, because you'll find you tick a lot of boxes before you even get going. For veggies, if you're following any of my recipes, you won't get very far without onions, garlic, chili, and ginger. For dairy, I do fine on dairy, but some might want to skip this section. I'm always stocked on double thick yogurt, full cream milk, cheddar cheese, butter, and eggs. Meat, I always get some bacon, but if bacon isn't your thing, simply grab some smoked chicken. Fry it into anything you think needs a smoky edge. Drinks, sparkling water is a lifesaver. I've always got tea and coffee packed as well. The dry goods basics, you're always going to need coconut oil, apple cider vinegar, nuts and seeds, and some good quality extra virgin olive oil. So now it's time to add in your meal makers, which are the extra ingredients that are going to make your dish. So go through your recipes and add those in. And there you have a list written in the format of the store. So you won't be running back and forth and sifting through your list to find things you've forgotten. You're ready to claim back lost time and shop at lightning speed. Thanks for watching Scribe Time. I'm Jono Proudfoot, and this is The Real Meal Revolution.